And believe it or not, later this week, I believe it's Friday. Friday. It will be officially our 2-year anniversary since we started this podcast.
2 years already?
Yeah, so technically this would be our
Jesus.
2-year anniversary podcast.
Damn.
But not only that, this is also our 92nd podcast that we've done together that we've actually recorded. So we're almost at our 100th podcast as well. Almost had 100 episodes.
What else?
Yes.
I remember when we started this, and it was in the middle of COVID. It was like right before everything.
It was right before everything shut down. Yeah.
Yep. We did like 2 or 3 podcasts right before it shut down, and we were all joking about COVID, and then all of a sudden we were locked away for 6
you
months,
said you wanted to
4
inject
months.
COVID into your veins.
I'll be real. I haven't gotten COVID, and
Same.
Yeah.
I've definitely been the most active out of a lot of people.
Oh, 100%, dude.
Yeah.
Not even 100, 1,000%. You've been the most active out of all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said,
Here we go.
I don't take those comments back. I stick by them. I think about this quite often. I actually think about this quite often.
I feel like just because you have not gotten COVID means, you stand by those comments. But I feel like if you ever did at any point, you're like, 100%, I take this back.
I not.
Yeah. It was for money. There was a study going on. They were paying so much.
I stick by it because I know so many people who've gotten it and they're like, some are like, it really sucked, and some are like, it didn't suck.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a cold.
Yeah. Where I'm like, I feel so confident in my like metabolism and my health, where I'm like,
yeah.
Like I don't get sick often. I get sick like
I don't really.
That's true.
I don't either.
That's what I'm saying. It's like during that going all the way back to what we're saying. It's like
at the beginning of COVID, right when we started our podcast.
Honestly, I think about it a lot, but I'd say the first like 2.5 months of just like
doing nothing
of COVID of doing nothing was phenomenal. Like that was amazing.
Mm-hmm. It was. That's pretty great.
I did absolutely nothing. Well, because think about it, I was working 60-hour weeks.
Yeah.
55-hour weeks for 9 months. More than 9 months. 9. Probably almost a year actually. I was actually almost a year. When I was at that job. And then like it just went to nothing. Like I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah,
I can do things, and then we shut down.
Like, now I can't do things.
Yeah, but all I did was play video games, eat food, and sleep. That's all I did for like 4 months. So I'll be like,
I know we recorded it. You got a ukulele in that time because you were that bored.
Oh yeah. Is that still
I don't know where that went.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not surprised. Is it probably an old place still in Lancaster, still in that closet somewhere?
No, I moved out, so I brought everything. I lost a lot of things between that move and here. I lost a lot of things. I'll be like, I don't know where that went, so I really don't know where it went.
Mm-hmm.
I maybe you spent $90 on the ukulele that you played twice.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I played it 4 times. I played.
I'm sorry.
Get it right, Jeff. Come on. Come on.
My bad. 4 times. 4.
But that was just such a great time because like, I just
it almost kind of. This is kind of.
I played for 10 hours a day.
For me, why that little time was great because it almost kind of reminded me of like that time when you were in school, that summer break, because you didn't really need to do anything. You may have gotten a summer job, did something there, but you could just kind of do nothing.
Just chilling.
Like the summer after high school, basically. That's what you talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
Between going to college, it's like you just
yeah.
You work maybe half the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For the most part, you probably work half the summer at your job that you've had since freshman year or sophomore year of high school, right? You work it for like 3-4 months, maybe not even. You work it till like, because we got out. We usually graduating sometime in June, so you probably hold it till like mid-July, and then you're like, I'm gonna go enjoy my summer now.
Yeah,
and I go to college. Like that's what I did.
Yeah.
I worked there until like mid-July maybe, and I stopped. And I just spent the last month and a half just cruising with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I was working. So because everything got shut down. What, March, right?
Yep. March 20th.
Mm-hmm. March 20th.
Well, I want to say March 20th. I got laid off March 20th.
Gotcha.
So for me,
it was that day. I think it was the when we went to that hockey game, Jeffrey, which was the day before that podcast.
Literally the day after,
because that's when some of the COVID stuff, like people were saying, you probably shouldn't gather in large crowds because of potential exposure. Or something like that.
I had tickets to the Flyers Bruins game March 15th, March 16th. I was going to go with my dad, but he didn't want to go to the Flyers game due to the possible COVID, outbreak at first.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. I'll take whatever. That works. So we went to the game, and literally the very next day, they shut down sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. And then at one point, so when I was working at my previous job that I am at now, I worked for a bit, but then I think my dad, because I was still living at home, he was like, hey, like, for both my mom and myself, he's like, don't go into work for a month and a half or 2 months until we see what this thing is, like, which I get it, and it sucked at the time, but like looking back, it probably was the right move, at least at first. And so literally for until oh my gosh, until late May, if not even early June, actually, I didn't work, and it was the weirdest thing ever. So literally every day, and that's also why I was just because I talked about it with Whitmer then, I was like, I kind of want to get into something where learn a new skill or do something different or just do something.
Oh yeah, I wasted 4 months of my life.
Okay,
completely down the drain. 4 months of my life completely down the drain.
I'll put it this way. That was my initial thought process. Did we ever do anything with it? No, of course
not. Really, no.
So
I drank a lot.
Exactly. I was going to say, essentially, we're in the same boat with you. We didn't do anything.
Yeah. I bought an Xbox the day I got laid off, and it was the best purchase probably in my life.
You're not wrong.
He still plays it.
And he's like, yeah.
But that was just a crazy time because this is literally what my days looked like during COVID, during that big pandemic part, right?
During the first.
I honestly did see some friends every now and then, but we'd go outside and we'd have dinner outside. We'd order Wawa or DoorDash something, and then we'd do something, right? We'd sit outside.
Yeah.
But I would literally wake up at 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m., go downstairs, eat something. By that time, it was 11:30. I'd shower, it'd be 12. My friends were like, who wants to play video games? I'm like, okay, I will. And I'd play video games from 12 to 5, eat dinner, get back on at 6, play from 6 to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
To 2 a.m. every day. And then I'd fall asleep till 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. and just repeat it. For 4 months is literally what I did. I did absolutely nothing with my life.
Mm-hmm.
I would go out at my old house. I'd go outside to my sister's old room because we shared a Jack and Jill.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd go to her room, and then I'd sit outside because her windows opened up to a little platform. So I'd just sit on that platform on top of my house.
Love it.
And I'd just sit there, have a beer, just chill there and enjoy the summer. And it was just so much fun. Great time.
Honestly, I'm trying to think what I even did because I
10 out of 10 vacation.
I got bored because as you guys know, it does not take much at all to entertain me. I can keep myself busy, but after a while, I'm waiting for some snarky comment from you. But no, so after a while though, even I get bored doing the same stuff over and over again. I need to switch it up a bit. So I would
get that.
Play video games my family and I we love board games, so play board games. But then after that, it's you can't really. At first, my parents were you're not able to see one. The only thing you can do is if you're outside and you're at least 6 feet apart, kind of thing. I'm but you see,
I was alone.
Yeah, he was by himself.
I was by myself from March 20th. My parents were in Florida from
So I'll put it this way. Yeah. If I was in something like that, then all right, that's a little bit different. I feel but for me,
I had a lot of fun.
I know you did.
I went to Virginia. I went to the beaches. I went to the beach multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was just like there are definitely a lot of days where I just lay there and just like, what the hell do I do? And my dad's like, why don't you go out and do something? I'm like, I can't do anything. I was like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, I'm bored as shit.
I can't go to the gym. I can't work out. I can't do anything because everything's closed.
I think that's one thing I wish I did was invest in weights.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't have been a bad option.
Yeah, because that's 4 times of the ukulele.
Because I found weights at my aunt's house, but they were like 20 pounders, and I'm like, this is nothing. I didn't know what to do.
Nothing. Better
so
than nothing.
I used them every night. I used them like 3 times a week to do something.
Right.
There you go.
It was also kind of weird because like it was because I think about it again. I was alone. So my parents went to Florida from Christmas pretty much and stayed there till May or June, actually, something like that. So I was alone during that pandemic from late March to like late May, maybe June. So I was just by myself. There's nobody.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'd get texts from like friends.
Yeah.
Like, friends would text me. My family friends would text me like, "Are you okay?" Because everyone knew I was alone.
Yeah.
Every single person in the world who was I was close with, like, I was alone. I was like, "Yeah, I'm chilling." Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I woke up 2 hours ago. It's like Brian, it's 1. I'm like, I understand this.
Yeah, I was up pretty late, but
I just wouldn't do. It was. I would just say that was a great time to be alive. Not really, but like,
not particularly, but sure.